I'm Jacqueline.
It's Vlogmas, join us as we vlog each day. Let's laugh, have fun as we chit-chat away. With so many vlogs that we'll upload, subscribe, don't miss a Vlogmas video. Welcome to December, we're vlogging every day, you know it's true. It's Vlogmas, Mom and I are here to say we hope you'll watch us too.
All together.
It's a festive month with holidays. We're gonna eat some fancy food and celebrate with so many vlogs that we'll upload. Subscribe, don't miss a Vlogmas video.
Well, you guys, you saw the title of this video. I don't know if we should say I almost broke my thumb, I almost broke my hand, or my whole arm. That's how it felt when it happened. You almost became a thumb amputee.
Oh my gosh,
basically.
you guys, no lie.
This was so scary, you guys, when it happened. We'll tell the story, and at first you're probably thinking, oh, big deal, but no, you guys have to realize how scary this was at the very moment. So the other night, you guys, so you'll see a lot of videos where I have a Band-Aid on my thumb. Yeah. So you guys, the other night, Jacqueline and I were so funny. We're like talking about us not exercising, right? Mm-hmm. Although I have been getting on the bike in the garage, the recumbent bike.
Yeah, the pedal bike.
The pedal bike, stationary bike. The other night, Jacqueline said, well, let's do the Switch Sports. And I said, yeah, that's fun, you know, because we're moving a little, right? So,
as a Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yes.
Yes.
So we decided to do the bowling. So Jacqueline was on this side of the coffee table where the dining room is. So she had a lot of room, like, to move, right? For some stupid reason, you guys, neither one of us thought, why aren't we both taking turns on that side?
Where there's more room.
So I stayed on the other side of the coffee table where it's the coffee table and the love seat. There's only like maybe 2 feet of room. And then I had my computer on the coffee table, but with the lid up.
Open.
Not even again thinking anything. So we were doing, you know, having fun. You guys were bowling. And then my ball was going real slow. So Jacqueline's like, oh Mom, I think the faster we throw it, it really does mimic
a bowling ball. You know what I mean? Like in real life.
Right.
So like the faster you swing, the ball will go faster. If you do a really slow swing, it just barely rolls, which makes sense.
Right.
But we were just realizing that when we were playing.
But in this case, it was safer for me to go slower.
Yeah.
So you guys, so Jacqueline does it, and then she says, okay, Mom, now you go faster, because I think, you know, that's the trick. And I'm
It'll
like,
knock them down better.
Knock them down better.
We thought.
So you guys, so I pull my arm back and I really whack my arm forward fast.
She wound it up good, guys.
You guys, my thumb hits the computer, knocks the lid that's open, knocks the computer over. Then Jacqueline's like, oh Mom, I think you broke it. Because she like saw the computer. Then I look at my thumb, you guys, blood is gushing where my cuticle is down my thumb. Then I guess like it twisted like this onto my finger. So now I have a little cut on my finger, but my thumb was the thing. So we forgot about the computer looking broken.
We literally left it like that. It all happened pretty fast.
Right.
So we run to the kitchen. Mom's rinsing all the blood off, right? And it really was gushing. Like just all of a sudden, like all this blood was there happening.
Right.
I went to the bathroom to get like the antiseptic stuff and Band-Aids because I knew she was gonna need it.
Right.
Mom looks closer at it and she said, oh my gosh, I cracked my nail open. Not on the top of the nail, way down at the bottom by the cuticle.
Right.
It's a crack that's right, not in the middle of the nail because it's near the cuticle, but it's in the middle of the nail, meaning it's not on any of the edges of the nail, if that makes sense. And if we have a good picture of it that's not gross, I'll put one in.
Right.
But you know, it's not looking so great, so might not for your guys' sake.
Yeah. So you guys, so the problem is this thumb, and then right at the tip of this nail,
where the white part is.
The white part is. Mm-hmm. I have a crack right there. Literally, you guys know if you've had some kind of trauma to your nail or something's wrong with your nail, sometimes it takes forever to go away or it never goes away. That crack, what happens, it'll grow out a little, then I'll clip it to keep it short, but it never fails. I'll hit it or do something and that cracks again. Mm. So this nail was already, I think, probably kind of fragile because of that. So I think whatever weird way I hit it, you guys, that trauma to the nail, but how in the world, you guys, it cracked way down at the bottom? I have no clue. Me and Jacqueline are looking and I'm sweating, you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Because I got so nervous and I'm like, oh my God, my nail's gonna fall off. And then you know what happened is because I hit it so hard, I jammed my thumb into my wrist.
Right.
And you guys know I have fibro. So my whole arm was hurting because I whacked it so hard. So basically you could, if you looked sideways, you could see the crack, like it was kind of not lifted up a lot, but it was still lifted. So I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, so now by the end of the night, I'm gonna have to see, like, you know, is my thumb gonna turn black and blue? Is it gonna turn black and blue underneath? So way down at the bottom of my cuticle, it looks a little black and blue.
Barely. Yeah.
And there's still like a little line of blood because it's like all like dried.
It kind of like stained it a little.
Almost, yeah. And then it was running like on the side of my thumb, so you could kind of see like a blood stain there. So I've been, of course, you guys, like soaking my finger in hydrogen peroxide. I dry it real good. I put Neosporin. I've been wearing my Band-Aids.
Right, because we don't want to get an infection there.
Right. So far, you guys, that was 2 nights ago. My thumb never turned blue. My nail never turned black and blue.
Right.
So you guys, I'm hoping my nail still does not fall off. I just don't know if that really is a crack.
How deep is it, first of all? If it was bleeding like that.
Right. So the good part is it stopped bleeding. I just don't know, like, what I'm gonna do, you guys. Am I gonna, like, maybe wait like a couple weeks and then like start putting like clear polish over it, like to
try to mend it together,
right, or to keep it
know.
protected, or should I put like a nail glue over the crack?
Right.
Let us know.
Yeah.
If you guys have ever experienced like a crack or anything
yeah,
like that.
Please
and
do.
what you did, because we looked online and it's so hard to find, you guys.
I was just gonna say that.
Right.
We tried to look it up and couldn't find anything specific like that. It was bringing up cracks in your nail near the edge, like near the top.
Or more if you have an acrylic nail
Exactly.
and then it breaks. But nothing, it's so bizarre, you guys. I literally could not find anything. So if you look real good, like Jacqueline's like, well, now it kind of looks like the crack is like flatter, like almost like it reattached, but I don't think it's gonna reattach.
I know, because
itself.
I don't think a nail's like skin where it mends back together. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
either.
So I'm kind of worried how the nail's gonna grow out now.
Don't worry me,
No.
Jacqueline. Oh, don't touch my thumb.
I break it again.
I know.
The good thing is both sides of the crack of the nail are both attached to the nail bed still. No part of the nail ripped off in any way. It's just that crack where I guess like the tension happened of you like jamming
Right, which was so
thumb.
bizarre.
Doesn't even make sense. It's the weirdest fracture though. It's not even all the way across her nail.
Right.
It goes up from the cuticle to the one side, but not all the way to the edge. Which makes me think, hopefully, your nail will just grow out like normal, but have that crack in it. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. And
So,
and you guys know
I sure hope.
how long a nail takes
Oh my
to
gosh.
grow out. Oh my gosh, you
Literally
guys.
months.
I can't even picture if this takes like a year. I'm just hoping it doesn't stay, because it doesn't hurt as much as it did yesterday or the day before, which makes me feel better. But you guys, a couple times today I've hit it. You guys know how hard it is though? Like when I'm showering, last night I was wrapping like waterproof tape around my Band-Aid, because I'm trying not to get it too wet either. So like Jacqueline's been washing the dishes every day for me, or Jerry.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be like real careful with it, but oh my God, you guys, when it happened, it was so traumatic because I didn't know what was wrong.
We went into full panic mode. We were so stressed and in a frenzy. We were like, oh my God, what do we do?
And you guys, I had to go potty, if you know what I mean. Yes.
Yep, I got so nervous, I had to go to the bathroom.
Because you guys know how people say, oh, I almost blanked in my pants because I was so scared. Well, you guys, that's how stressed I got. That the minute it happened and I cleaned it off, I told Jack, I said, oh my God, I have to go to the I run to the bathroom because I was like, so like this adrenaline was just like thinging. And then Jacqueline thought, oh my gosh, Mom, I have to, so she ran upstairs.
She made me nervous. Then she made me nervous. We had a lot of anxiety.
A lot, you guys.
Of course that happens to Mom, and you guys know Mom's the worry wart. I mean, I have anxiety too, but she has it the worst, unfortunately.
I know. And
of course that happens.
And it's the darn thumb that I already have that break in.
I know, and I think that's why too it happened, because you already had that like that little crack in it at the
I
top,
know.
which then, you know, it probably like, it's like a fault line of an earthquake.
It is, you guys, because right where the crack is, if you look on my nail,
Right.
the line, you could see like a faint line going down because that's where that crack is. So what happens is sometimes I'll snag it on something or whatever, it'll
Yeah,
rip a
like the
little.
sheets.
Right. So I always like keep it
Your
real
clothes.
trimmed, and then Jacqueline, I'll have her drop like a couple drops of nail glue like on that crack.
But we haven't put any glue on this new crack, obviously, because
Right.
we're waiting to see if it heals a little.
Because I'm
better.
afraid
Well, yeah,
if
and
it's
like
open,
yeah.
the glue's gonna get underneath the nail.
Exactly. Because your whole nail's still on the nail bed,
Right.
it should just all grow out together. I'm
would
like
hope.
99% positive.
Maybe.
Because none of it ripped off.
Right.
It just got that fracture in there.
Right.
What we thought was gonna be a fun night of games ended in a tragedy.
Yes, and you guys,
It really did.
and not that's not the only thing. Then after all that was done, after 2 bathroom trips for me, and bandaging this up,
And bandaging.
and worrying,
Yep.
then Jacqueline and I go to look at the computer.
Oh my gosh, okay, and then the computer. Yeah.
So
We forgot.
explain about the computer,
Okay.
and how that happened is
I don't know.
also another weird thing.
So it's weird. Maybe your nail or your part of your thumb hit inside that crevice, like of the screen.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, around the edge of the screen of the laptop,
Is the border.
right, it's like
Plastic
the
border.
frame, right,
Right.
the plastic frame that goes
Mhm.
around the screen. And so that on one of the corners was now separated from the other side, like the front cover. And then you could like see the screen in the middle. So luckily I was able to snap it back together.
Right.
It feels pretty secure now, like almost how it was. Hopefully it doesn't
Mhm.
open or anything.
Right.
But that's the problem you had with your other laptop too, is
I
the screen
know.
open like that on one side, just from it being old, you know.
I know.
And this one's like not that old yet.
It's not that old, and we
So-
can't afford to go get another
I know.
$800 computer. How much are laptops anyway?
I don't know.
So you guys, so basically Jacqueline just got her thumb and finger and went around, and you could hear it kind of like snapping back into place.
Right.
I just have to be very careful now, like when I open it, you know, to make sure that I'm not being nilly-willy and opening it weird.
Right, so the lessons learned from this night is to have your computer closed and not that close to you, especially when you're swinging your arm around.
At the
We
edge
both
of the
should have
coffee
thought of that.
table.
At the edge of the table, and we also should have thought to go on the side that there was more room instead of just me being on that side. I think we were trying to like give each other our own
Space.
area, but like yeah, we were taking turns anyway because of the bowling.
You guys,
so like,
so big lesson learned. I'm still such a nervous wreck over this thumb, you
oh,
guys.
I know, we keep checking it. It looks pretty much the same.
Yeah, and then you
You
guys
know.
know how you sleep at night and you roll over and you don't know you're rolling over. So I usually put like 2 Band-Aids the last couple nights, and I'm trying to, you know, be aware of when I'm laying down, like starting off, you know, on this side, right? So this side's I'm not squeezing it. So you know how you go like this, you could push your thumb. So if I do that, I could feel like the nail still hurts a little.
Right. Which makes sense, because I mean, that was a lot of trauma.
You guys.
I told Mom, I said, I wish it had happened to me instead of you.
Oh,
Because,
no, honey.
like, how horrible.
I know. So the only good part, you guys, is my thumb never turned black and blue. And Jacqueline
So-
went upstairs and grabbed me paper Dixie cup. We filled it up with hydrogen peroxide, and I stuck my thumb in there for quite a while.
Yeah.
And you guys, she also went and got me the ice pack from the freezer,
Sure did.
and I sat at least for a half hour off and on putting my whole thumb, like this whole area, like on the ice pack. So that may have helped too.
I think so.
Like keeping it.
So I
from-
think we were pretty prepared.
if I say something about my thumb in other videos or you see the Band-Aid, that's what we're talking about.
Exactly. But I will say, Mom won that game of bowling. Because guess what?
After all that trauma.
No, I'm not even kidding. It's so funny. Even after
Oh my
all
gosh.
that happened, I swear, like over an hour had passed, maybe 2, after we had to go to the bathroom, clean everything up, like de-stress, right?
Right.
Get the ice pack.
Wait
She
till
had the
I
ice
stop
pack.
sweating.
Wait till you stop
Right.
sweating. She won the game because we ended up finishing it. We were on the 8th frame when that happened.
We did.
And so there were 2 frames left. There's 10 frames in a game of bowling. And she won.
Using my left hand.
Using your left hand
Because
for
I
the last
I
2.
didn't want to hang on tight, you guys, to to the little switchy thing because, you know, I didn't
The
want to
little
put pressure here. So I was using my left hand and I still beat Jacqueline. But
beat
then
me.
after I was done, you guys, I was so traumatized after that. And then, you know how like, what's that thing like when all your adrenaline builds up and then you crash back down to earth?
Fight or flight?
Then I got real sleepy. I think because like I was so traumatized and like then I was so worked up and then my body came down. So Jacqueline's all, well, I'm sure you don't want to play anymore. I said, no. I said, but you know what? I said, I want to watch you play. That'll help me to de-stress. So then she started to play golf.
Yes, I played golf because they updated the game to have golf now, and I think it's my new favorite game on there.
And I really did have fun watching it.
It's fun.
Like as I had my hand on the ice pack, I was watching Jacqueline, and that like made me, that made me less stressed because I was having fun watching her. It really was cute because you're playing with other people, live people from other countries and stuff. I think
it's really cool.
It was so fun, you guys. And then I started falling asleep, and then I said, okay, I gotta go to bed. But
also, I'll hopefully play that on stream really soon on my Twitch channel, Macaroni Jack. Yeah, so if you guys aren't following me on Twitch, the link's always in the description down below.
And if you guys watched Jacqueline and I play on there that one time, we were playing bowling at all different games.
Fun.
All I did is I kept dropping the bowling ball. And Jacqueline was laughing at me so hard, you guys.
I was like, how do you keep dropping it?
When we were playing, not even, no lie.
That night.
She must have dropped that ball. Okay, remember from frame 1 to like at least 6 or 7. She must have dropped the ball 50 times.
I'm not even
laughing
kidding.
so hard. And I was like, oh, Jacqueline, you were making so much fun of me. You know, this is before my thumb incident. I'm all, you know, when I was playing before, well, we realized, you guys. Tell them what you thought, and it was wrong about throwing the ball.
I know.
Yeah.
Could not even believe we've been doing this wrong for so long.
And that thing even popped up on the screen multiple times.
And we were so confused. I guess even though we were reading it correctly, we were interpreting it wrong.
Exactly.
Or something. But I think the reason I thought to swing the ball this certain way that was making me drop the ball is because I was remembering how I did it on the Wii. I think it was a little different.
Or you'd let go
Or
of
you'd
the
let
button.
go of the button. Could have sworn. If I'm wrong, then I guess I can't read good.
Yeah.
I thought when you swing, it does state that you have to hold down the trigger on the back of the controller. I thought when you let go of the bowling ball in the game, you also let go of the trigger. Makes sense to me.
Right,
Because it's almost like you're mimicking what's happening in the game.
Right.
It is not. Little did I know, for the months I've been playing this on the Nintendo Switch, you hold the trigger down the whole time.
The whole time.
And never let go of it, and you'll never drop the ball.
Right.
And I'm
you
like,
bring your arm back, holding the button, you go like this, and you're still holding the button.
and it just goes. I don't know how we didn't figure that out
It lets
before.
go by itself, or however.
Yeah.
So that was really funny, you guys.
So we
that
learned something new.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we did pretty good. I thought we both did pretty darn good.
We did. I think we got 100. You
bowling.
you got like 163
or
some.
something?
Yeah, and I got like 140.
You went for maybe 156. You weren't that far behind me.
Something.
But that's with letting go of the button.
With letting go of the button and breaking your thumb.
But you guys, that golf, I tell you, I was watching Jacqueline. I was having so much fun watching her. That's difficult.
That's really hard. You know, just like real life, I feel like that's the hardest sport on the game too. In real life, I always say too, I feel like that's one of, if not the most difficult sport that there is that involves a ball.
A lot of people think, you guys, golf is easy because, you know, like you're not running or getting tackled but you guys, golf is a hard game. Jacqueline was on the golf team in high school. Remember we told you guys. And we would laugh because they only played 9 holes, right?
Yep.
When you
we
guys
only did 9 holes, not 18.
And Jacqueline would have her phone with me, and it was hilarious. She would text me. All the girls would be ahead of her. Well, that one girl cheated. That's why she would always be ahead.
I know.
And Jacqueline would text me and say, well, I'm all alone on the golf course. You know, I mean, there were people around, but you guys know, because she was always far behind. She wasn't the best golfer.
Right,
but she was the best
I think that's
in
because...
determination.
Yeah. Well, you know why? Because whoever's closest to the hole will go first. Because you don't want to, like, hit somebody's ball if you're behind them. Right. So even if I wasn't last to swing at the tee, I would still be the last person to go because I couldn't hit my ball as far.
Right.
to the
right.
hole.
Yes.
Anyway.
But we're just saying that
Yeah.
because the game is like real life
It
golf.
is.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's difficult to not only hit the ball,
Yeah.
but to get it where you want it to go.
To gauge where, yeah, exactly, like
Yeah.
your swing and
Yeah.
everything. Anyway, look, now we're giving them a whole lesson on golf.
Well, hey, maybe people want to know. So we just thought we'd do a little video about my thumb injury.
Yeah, because if we said this whole story in a regular vlog, look how long it is. Like, if you hit it an even weirder way, you could have broke your thumb.
I could have. And I told Jacqueline, I said, oh my God, Jacqueline, I hope I didn't like fracture my thumb
Right.
at first. But I think it was just the trauma,
Right. It's
Yeah.
sore.
the poop
So.
trauma.
The boom boom
But you
trauma.
guys, that's true, that's true. You guys know that book, Everybody Poops? I think it's like for kids, like
Yeah.
when they're afraid to go poop on the toilet. But you guys, come on. You guys admit it.
Yeah.
You've been scared or something before, and then you've had to go potty.
Exactly. Exactly.
You've had it, as Beverly Goldberg says, you had to go make.
I think she
She
goes
goes like this, you had to go make.
You gotta go make.
That's
like
right.
this. So stay tuned for the rest of Vlogmas. We hope you've been enjoying it so far. And
Yeah, we've been having fun, except
Yes.
this month is going by fast, you guys.
Yep.
Shoot.
I know.
Yeah. And we'll see. Well, you always say we'll see you in our next video. I'm going to say it this time.
Okay.
We'll see you in our next video, you guys. Or do I
But
always say
before
it?
that, we forgot.
I didn't forget.
Oh,
I
you
was just
did.
saying it ahead
All
of
right,
time.
you're
Yeah.
getting ready. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting ready.
I'm just
Yeah.
making sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give
That's
this
right.
video a
Thumbs up, you guys, even when you got a Band-Aid. And we'll see you next time, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
yeah.
Okay, you guys.
Bye everyone.